Welcome to the Champ Show. I'm your host, Isaiah Davis. I'm here with redshirt junior guard at Middle Tennessee State University, Gracie Dodgen. How are you doing today, Gracie?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to be doing this, and yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're super excited to have you on. You're actually our first women's basketball player at MTSU, so that get a little hand clap right there. So we do a little bit of research. Tell us if anything is wrong. You are 5'10", redshirt junior guard at MTSU. You played high school basketball at White County High School in Sparta, Tennessee.
Yes, that is all correct.
And you became White County's all-time scoring leader with 2,068 points.
Yes, that was a pretty cool milestone to achieve, and just my dad being my head coach in high school, that was just a big accomplishment for me, and for us to be able to share that together for, just like my basketball career was really cool for both of us.
I was watching some highlights, and you were just hitting like threes from like way deep. I was like, this is Caitlin Clark 2.0 right here.
Oh gosh, I don't know about Caitlin Clark, but I do remember some deep threes.
I can't even imagine scoring 2,068 points in a lifetime, and you did it in 4 years.
Yeah, it was that. Like I said earlier, that was just a really cool opportunity, and I played with great girls around me, and we just had really good coaching as well. We all had a really good bond, so I could have done it without them and my good coaches. But yeah, that was just a really cool accomplishment I was glad to achieve and have in high school.
And some achievements here. You were 3-time All-Region, 3 AAA team, 2-time TSWA All-State team, and Tennessee and All-Mid-State and Area team. And you were Sonic Shootout MVP. What is that?
The Sonic Shootout, so it's a Christmas tournament that my high school ran ever since I was in high school and even before that. So our high school puts it on, and we bring in teams like Clark Range and some other really good teams. Innsworth has came, Macon County came. We actually played Macon County in the championship one year, and Jalen was on that team, Jalen Gregory. So we played against each other. So it was just a little Christmas tournament that we had some surrounding teams come to, and made a little tournament out of it, and it was really good every year. So
awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, we tried to reach out to Jalen. She hasn't responded to us. We're trying to get her on the podcast. So
oh no, maybe she'll reach out soon.
Yeah. And your grandfather played college basketball at UT.
Yes, so he played at UT for a couple years, and then he ended up transferring to Tennessee Wesleyan University so he could get back closer to home, to his mom and stuff, and just help take care of her. But he did play at Tennessee, so that was pretty cool. I guess I got some of my basketball skills from him.
It's in the blood right there.
Right.
Getting into some of the questions here. Why MTSU? Why you choose MTSU?
So from a young age, my dad has been in high school coaching for a while, and he has a player that when he coached at Cannon County High School, Abby Sism, she went and played at MTSU, and so I grew up going to games and going to watch MTSU play and getting to go to the Lady Raider camp, and I just always knew that their basketball program was special and that I wanted to be a part of that someday. So I came to games and just looked up to all the players, like when I was younger, and through AAU and through high school ball, when I started to get looked at by colleges, I was excited to be seeing all these schools, but I really wanted to go to MTSU. So when the opportunity came that I got an offer from Middle, which was my sophomore year of high school, I knew that that's where I wanted to go, and I didn't want to go anywhere else. So I took that offer, I committed, and it's the best decision I've ever made. I'm so glad that I chose Middle Tennessee for so many reasons. But yeah, I think that's one of the best decisions I've made.
What were some of the other offers you had gotten?
So I was just really a sophomore, so I had some other mid-major schools, but where I committed so early, a lot of schools had just like backed off just because I'd already committed. So I didn't have a ton of offers when I'd already committed, but at that point I was young and I was fine with going to Middle Tennessee. That's where I wanted to go. I knew the excellence that they had, and Coach Insel and his staff, Matt, and the players that came through there. They're just all really great coaches, and that's what I wanted to be a part of, a winning championship program with a great fan base and great coaches. With
all the success, when did you start playing basketball?
I was really young. I think I was honestly like 4, 5. I was playing in the little junior pro leagues. I was trying to keep up with the big kids. I just remember I was always playing with all like little boys as I was growing up in preschool. Like I was just always just a little tomboy trying to play basketball. So I think like 3 or 4, maybe 5. I don't know, somewhere around there.
Speaking of 3, why number 3? Is there any reason behind that?
So I was number 4, and then Savannah Wheeler, when she came, she had always been 4. And I knew how special the number 4 was to her. So when she came, she actually got to wear number 4. And I took number 3. And I thought, number 3 was cool because I'm shooting threes. Like, that's my role. I'm a shooter. So I'm shooting 3. So I was like, you know what? I'll take number 3. And so I do really like the number 3. I think it's fitting and it's fun and it's close to 4. So I would take it.
Speaking of Savannah Wheeler, is this her last year? Is she done?
Yes, she is done. She was a 5th year last year, so all of her eligibility is up. Her and Courtney Whitson were both our 5th year seniors last season, so they're both done.
Do you know what they're both are doing? Are they maybe staying in the basketball realm, or do they have other plans?
I'm not for sure. I know they're trying to still figure out what they're doing, but I'm not too for sure on what they've decided they're going to be doing yet.
Gotcha. So with your recruiting process being so short, you said your sophomore year you committed. How hard is it to get recruited as a guard, and what differences do you think are in that compared to other positions?
So, obviously, in every position, coaches and different programs are looking for many different things and how you fit their style of play. And so, I just think, like, in me being a guard, there's so many talented guards out in the country when you go and play at these big AAU exposure tournaments. And so, I just think it's really, you just have to play how you play. And the right fit, the right school will look at you and see what you'll bring to their program. So for me, I just always focused on doing what I did best, and I know there's room for improvement in everything you do in life. So I just always took my strengths and did those, and then also kept them on my weaknesses so I could improve on those and do those better. But like I said, you just got to be yourself, and the right program will come to you because they know you'll fit their program.
Have you always been a guard?
I have. I've always been a 3. I've never. I've played a little bit of the 4. I remember my freshman year in college, I had to play a little bit of the 4 spot just because we had some people hurt and some people out. But I've always been a 3, a shooting guard my whole life.
So with MTSU's women's basketball team going on, I would say a run here in the March Madness tournament. What was it like to play against a team like LSU and Louisville during March Madness?
Yeah. So obviously the NCAA tournament, that was awesome for us. We got that first round win against Louisville, and then we got the chance to play LSU, and we were actually up at halftime, and we played a great game. And then just some things happened, and we ended up losing. But I think that showed people just all across the country that Middle Tennessee is not just a mid-major school, but we can play just as better or with the Power 5 teams. And that's something that, we wanted to prove because we feel like, people look down on the mid-majors and think that they can't compete. But we beat Tennessee. We beat some really good teams, and they're SEC. And then we came out and beat Louisville and played a good game with LSU and other really high-ranked teams throughout the year. So I think we just proved to people like what we can do. And, everybody around Murfreesboro and our coaches and our team, like we knew that we could do that. But I think it was just everybody else that was watching really saying, they are really good. They are Middle Tennessee Lady Raiders. And I think that's what our program is about. We work hard. We're not trying to show anything off. We're just playing like the players we are and what our coaches coach us. I think we're all very blue collar players and just do our job and do what we need to do, and that's why we have so much success too.
What do you say to like fans who, after watching Middle Tennessee State, a lot of people in the borough were really behind y'all, especially me. I was listening to like every chance I could get, even on the radio in the Louisville game, and they chucked up the last second shot. I was just like, please no, please no. But what would you say to fans who were like, LSU was flopping, and that's the whole reason why they won?
Right. That was a really talks about thing all over social media. Just from every, fan in the country. There was a lot of talk about that. But at the end of the day, whether they flopped or didn't flop, I think the whole game we did a really good job of just playing how we know how to play basketball and just continuing to do what we know how to do and not feeding into the games they were trying to play or how they were acting. I think we just stood our ground and played how we were supposed to play. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, because that's how we do things in our program. We play basketball.
Yeah.
And we don't care about the theatrics or anything else. We're just hardworking girls who, are coachable and love to play basketball and want to win. So,
with basketball having such a small roster compared to other sports like baseball and football, you would develop a lot more tight-knit relationships, I would think. What are some of your favorite teammates that you've had? This can be high school, this can be MTSU, some of those key teammates you can point out.
So, obviously, high school, I played with a lot of my best friends that are still some of my really good friends now. But just in college, all of us, like you said, we're a very, very close-knit group. We hang out all the time. But some of my, close friends, I grew up basically with Jalen Gregory. We played AAU together, and we've known each other since, 5th or 6th grade. So me and Jalen have always been close, and I have a good relationship with everybody, but Courtney Whitson, me and her are close. Me and Savannah Wheeler, Gracie Hamby. Like I said, I could name the whole team just because we're all so close and we all love each other. So, and our coaches are always there for us too. All of us have good relationships with our coaches, and we trust in them, and they trust us out on the court. So I think that's really important too, to have good relationships with your coaches.
Mm-hmm. So with women's basketball taking, I would say, like a huge leap this past 2 years with Caitlin Clark, I would say being the front runner with that. What do you think about Caitlin Clark and what she's doing for women's basketball?
Yeah, I think what Caitlin Clark is doing for women's basketball is amazing. Just really great, because she is a generational player, and she has taken women's basketball to the next level just because of the player she is, what she brings to the table, the fan base, the little girls that look up to her. But I also just think that shows how important women's sports is, because it's not Caitlin Clark does a lot. She is a generational player. She's a great player, but it's also the other women in basketball, in other sports, that's bringing that also to the table too. So I think Caitlin Clark has really stepped up our game in women's basketball, but there's so many other players too that are stepping our game up as well. And I think that's awesome for women's sports and how people are getting behind us.
Mm-hmm. Has there been a teammate that has kind of taken you under your wing?
I think, are you asking a teammate that's taken me under their wing?
Yes.
So I think when I was a freshman and my sophomore year when I was hurt, Alexis Whittington, she's graduated, but she was a fifth year my sophomore year, and she really took a bunch of us guards under her wing and just really wanted to help us learn the system and just learn what coach wanted, and helped us and let us know that it's okay, if you make mistakes, just learn from those and come back and do the best you can. So I think even though she was gone this past year, what she taught us the year before when she was there really stuck with us and helped all the guards, develop into the players they are now.
What does a day or week in the life of an MTSU women's basketball guard look like?
So we have practice every day. So we come in and, we go through practice for about 2.5 hours. We do a lot of stuff as a team. So really just, knowing the plays throughout your guard spot and knowing your role on the team. And then after practice, we do weights, and we're paired with a partner. So I'm normally paired up with a guard as well. We'll do our workouts, and then we also do individual workouts. So we can do some guard individual workouts with Coach Kim or Coach Matt, and then the post can do their workouts with Coach Hodges or Coach Nina. So it's always, we're always working. We're always doing something to improve our game and to help our team. So, we just always working.
So you got a busy schedule. We appreciate you coming on out of your big schedule here.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me.
So I assume the goal would be the WNBA. I'm not sure, but if you don't make to the WNBA, is there a plan B?
Well, my major right now is physical education. So I'm hoping to do something with that. I also want to stay around the game of basketball and try to be an assistant coach somewhere in college or high school. I don't really know that yet, but I do want to stay around the game. But yeah, I really don't know my plans. I'm kind of just, enjoying my time right now and enjoying these days of basketball and where I'm at, and then when that time comes, hopefully, it's something that I'll enjoy doing, which I know if it's around basketball, I love that. And then if it's working in the physical education with kids, I also love that too. So,
how far away is Sparta from MTSU?
It's about an hour and 15, 20 minutes. It's not bad at all. That's another reason why choosing MTSU was so special to me, just because I knew it was close to home where my family could still come, my friends could still come. And that was just something I also wanted, was to be kind of closer to home. So it's pretty good.
So could we possibly see Gracie Dodgen become the head coach of Wilson? What's the county? White County's basketball team?
I don't know. I mean, my dad holds that position right now, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Who knows?
We are super happy to announce we are now partners with the Boulevard. The Boulevard is so good here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, on 2154 Middle Tennessee Boulevard, guys. Absolutely amazing food. I was literally just there 2 days ago. The Boulevard is so good, and they support MTSU, as they're literally like in walking distance from there. They're right on basically MTSU's campus. It is so good. If you guys want to call into the Boulevard, it's 615-624-8002. And if you guys want the address, it's 2154 Middle Tennessee Boulevard. Guys, make sure you go check out the Boulevard. They have some absolutely great service, too. Love the staff there. The staff there is amazing. And the food is even better. Guys, make sure you go check them out. They are a bar and grill here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The Boulevard at 2154 Middle Tennessee Boulevard. Once again, that's 2154 Middle Tennessee Boulevard. And the number is 615-624-8002. Once again, that's 615-624-8002. Thank you so much, the Boulevard. All right, we're getting into some of the rapid fire questions here. These rapid fire questions are presented to you by Brunch and Brew. Get your brunch and brew here in Murfreesboro. We have no Instagram questions today, but if you guys do want to put Instagram questions in for every player that comes on, we post about a week or so out, and you guys can put questions in and we'll answer them on the podcast. First rapid fire question, favorite WNBA team?
Oh, probably the Las Vegas Aces.
Any reason behind the Aces?
I love watching Kelsey Plum, and I also love watching Asia Wilson. I think they're two really good players, and so yeah. And Alicia Clark, our girl AC for MTSU.
So, do you game at all? Have you played video games?
I don't. I've tried, and I'm just not very good at them, so I do not play.
If you had the choice between Xbox and PlayStation, what would you choose?
Maybe PlayStation? I'm not for sure.
All right, we're going to have to change that. I'm kidding. If you weren't playing guard, what position would you or want to play?
Maybe post, because I feel like, it gets pretty physical down there, and they got some moves on them. So, yeah, maybe post player.
Favorite college basketball team besides MTSU?
I have no clue, so I'm sticking with my MTSU lady right now.
So with you playing at some fun stadiums here in past year, what is the favorite stadium you've played in?
Honestly, I don't know if you consider this. Well, I guess you could, but where the convention center at Alabama, the Space Center, where we played our conference tournament, and then where we played UT. I think that was a really cool experience and a really cool environment to play in. So I'm going to say that for this year, for this past season.
Okay. Pre-game music, yes or no?
Yes.
What type of pre-game music are we listening to?
So I'm normally listening to some hip-hop, some R&B, but probably my go-to artist, probably some Drake. I'm going to do Drake.
Really?
Yes, I'm a big Drake girl.
Do you have a favorite song from Drake?
They're all so good. They're all so good I can't even pick a favorite.
Do you have a favorite snack to eat before a game?
I don't. This sounds horrible, but I'm a big candy girl, and I love Sour Punch straws. So, like, I do eat Sour Punch straws a lot. I don't know if it's always before a game, but that's always what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live?
Probably Florida.
Florida.
Somewhere near a beach. Somewhere near a beach.
Most famous person in your contacts?
Famous person in my contact. Probably Coach Rick Insell.
Oh yeah, we're going to get Coach Rick Insell on the podcast.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Favorite food place?
In Murfreesboro or anywhere?
We'll do both.
Okay, just anywhere. I love Chipotle. Like, that's crazy, but I love Chipotle. And then just in Murfreesboro, I don't know if they have these anywhere else, but I love Slick Pig. Like,
oh my goodness. It is. What do you get at Slick Pig? This is the real question.
So I'm really basic and boring, but I do love their chicken strips and fries. Like, that's my go-to. But I also have got their barbecue nachos, and they're really good too.
Have you tried the wings?
I have not.
It will change your life. The wings, I'm telling you.
Try those.
Once you go to Slick Pigs next time, the wings is what you have to get.
Awesome. I will take your word for it, and I will try them.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Monsters University.
That's not a bad option.
I love that movie.
Do we have a certain one we have to watch?
Just any movie or
just any from that series?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything.
We don't want to get controversial here.
Right.
All right, that wraps up the rapid fire questions. If you want to shout out your social media, if you want people to follow you on there, you can shout it all out right now.
Sure, my Instagram is Gracie Dodgen 4, and I really don't know my Twitter handle, but yeah, go follow the Instagram.
Yeah, guys, go follow Gracie Dodgen. Thank you so much for coming on, Gracie. If you ever want to come on again, just reach out to us. We would love to have you on. If any MTSU women's basketball players want to come on, you have our number. Feel free to give it away. So
yeah, thank you so much. I'll definitely let them know. But thank you so much.
Any final words for the champ people?
Thank you for what y'all are doing, and go MTSU and go Lady Raiders.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Gracie. We the champs. Peace.
See ya.